Snaden is joining us from Indianapolis, Indiana. He came all the way down just to spend time with all of you. He is a former member of the military, so he's a veteran. He was also an all-state volleyball player, so those clearly go together. He has been working heavily throughout Indianapolis and the Midwest area, working on his material, and so we're extremely honored to have Kai Snaden with us tonight. Kai, come on up, show us what's funny.
Thanks, Mike. How are we doing today? Yeah? Right. Like you said, I'm from Indianapolis, so it's a nice break coming down here to Florida. So thank you for having me. A little bit about me. I'm married. I'm married to a beautiful woman named Allie. We just passed our 2-year mark into my life sentence. I appreciate it. She didn't find that as funny. Yeah, so we just passed 2 years, but I think I messed up a little bit. So I went from a high school girlfriend to kind of casual dating in my early 20s, straight jumped into the relationship with my wife. So I never really got that life experience. And I think it set me up for failure. I'll give you an example. So Allie and I are at a party, and this is early on in the relationship. We're maybe a month into just hanging out, not even dating. And I'm drunk. Drunk. And the next morning I get the words that no one wants to hear after a night like that. Do you remember what you said last night? Or do you remember what happened last night? My mom starts racing and I'm like, oh shit. I pissed the bed, didn't I? And she's like, what? Ew, no, you do that? I'm like, what? No, never mind, sorry, what were you saying? She's like, we're gonna come back to that. She's like, no, you followed me into the bathroom, and when I was peeing, you said, I love you. That's worse than pissing the bed. I wish you would have told me I pissed the bed. You don't say those 3 words that early on unless you're a psychopath. I judge her to this day. I say, you stuck around with someone who had early onset serial killer traits. And like I said, I was blacked out drunk too, so it's not like I said in a smooth way like, I love you. It was probably more like, I love you. No, but being married has been a blessing. What's not a blessing is something about marriage that everyone tells you about, but you don't really pay attention until it's too late. Yes, relationship weight. No, just me? No one else? Okay, well, those gym memberships go up after the holidays for a reason, and it's not just me. But I know you don't have to say it. Yes, I am built like a youth football coach. But we're working on it. So we decided to get a gym membership. And she's like, babe, we can work out together, eat healthy, so we can live long, healthy lives together. And I said, that sounds great, but we're gonna get trainers. Because I know how we both operate together. It doesn't take much for one of us to say Chipotle, and she's like, yeah, Chipotle. We don't need this. So she meets her trainer first, and he walks out. 6'4", muscles on top of muscles, with great hair. And on the outside, I'm smiling because I want to be supportive, but on the inside, I go, well, this is it. This is the end of our relationship. Thor just walked into our lives and is messing it all up. I have to go find a new wife now. But I heard these great words come out of his mouth. He goes, hey, babe, we're going to get you summer ready, and then snapped his head back and said, yes! I said, oh, thank God he's gay. Oh. Woo! That was a close one. Oh, we almost lost her. So then I meet my trainer. And my trainer is a retired Marine. And based off his look and expressions when we first meet, he's not impressed with my body status. Because his first words are, all right, we got a lot of work. Excuse me? What is that supposed to mean? So we go into our first workouts. Allie and her trainer go off, but I can still see them. And then Captain America and I go to ours. And my first workout that he has me do is weighted pull-ups. That's the first one. We didn't stretch, nothing to start this off, straight into weighted pull-ups. And I looked down at my stomach and I said, I think I've got the weighted part down. I don't think we need to add anymore. And he just goes, stop complaining and do it! to yell, sir. There's 40 other people here, and you're making a scene. And so I'm attempting my pull-ups, and he goes, tighten that core, suck it in. And I immediately start crying. It is sucked in! He just goes, Jesus Christ. I'm like, what are we doing here, man? I'm not training for war. So I check in, I look at Allie, just see how they're doing, and they start off with stretches, like most people would do. And he's counting out the reps for her. 1, 2, great job, keep it up. Like a trainer is supposed to talk to you on your first day. And so I make eye contact with him, I give him a friendly wave, and his face just turns to like this evil, smirking grin, and it dawns on me. I said, son of a bitch, he's not gay. He threw me off. He's a tricky guy, tricky guy. It's not just about working out to be healthy. You know, you have to eat right as well. They said, God gives his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers. I must be a general in God's army. Because as soon as we start working out, they start construction on a barbecue spot at the end of the gym's parking lot. 50 feet, that's all it takes. But give it up for me, I have yet to step into that establishment. Thank you, yes. Unfortunately, there's a pizza place in walking distance of my house, so I failed God's assignment. It's bad, too, when an establishment knows you by name. I just have to wear a hoodie every time, and I just walk in with my head down, and the whole kitchen staff, it doesn't matter what day it is, different workers, just, Kai, welcome back, man! I'm just like, oh, can we not do this today? And they're like, Kai, the usual? I'm like, yes, the usual. Just, give me the money. It's like looking like a bad drug deal. And as I'm leaving, they're like, all right, man, we'll see you in a couple days. This is embarrassing. All right, let's do some crowd work. How are we doing today, sir?
I'm doing real well. Thanks for asking.
All right, crowd work done. I just don't have a good transition to this next part.
If I lie to you, you don't believe me, so...
I respect it. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So kids are getting more and more disrespectful these days, huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. What happened? Where did we go wrong? Where nowadays kids just think they can have opinions? I wish I could tell my parents what I thought of a situation. I wouldn't be standing here today, I can tell you that. See, I grew up in a single-parent household with a white mom, and I had white friends, and my white friends set me up to die. Because I was always told that when you have white parents, you could talk back. That's the furthest thing from the truth with Shelly. So she had asked me for my report card one time. And for any of you, we'll say, bad kids, that was our worst season, report card season. And whenever the report cards came, for some reason, ours never came in on time. I don't know why. It was a clerical error, something was lost in the mail. These are all excuses that we used that they also did not buy. And so Shelly goes, Kai, I know you got your report card. Where is it? And so I said, let's test the waters of this little theory, shall we? So I go, I don't know, Shelly. You'll get it when you get it. Oh shit. Somehow, I don't know how this is possible, the room got dark. Her eyes started glowing red. And then I hear the sound, but I didn't see anything. And my face starts stinging. I didn't even see her smack me. She's too damn quick. It was unbelievable. The next thing that I remember, I'm getting ready for school the next day. She smacked me into the next morning. She found the report card though. The grades warranted the smackdown. Yes, I earned that. But Shelly She's been known to have legendary methods of discipline. She had an arsenal too. She had the belt, the coat hanger for the older crowd, the trusty old switch. Yeah, she brought that out. She also thought outside the box. Let me take you back. It is Thanksgiving, and Dad's coming over. And for kids of separated parents, when the other one comes over, this house better be spotless, because I don't want him thinking we live in squalor. Also, Shelly, why are you using the word squalor? So my chore is to vacuum, and I vacuumed the whole house. I mean, I went all out. The powder to make it smell good. I did the little triangles that you see when you're checking out a new house. I pulled out all the stops. Apparently, in Shelly's eyes, though, it wasn't good enough. I missed the dog crate. She said, Kai, quit slacking and just do it. So I turned to the dog crate and mumble, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were eating dinner in here tonight. The next thing I hear is keys. And I'm like, where is she going? Dad's almost here. And then it dawns on me, this bitch is about to throw some keys at me. Now, to point out, I did not call her that, nor have I ever called a woman that, but my internal voice is a little bit more reckless than me. So in my mind, I said, this bitch is about to throw some keys at me. And I turn around, and sure enough, in a pitcher's stance, like Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, she winds up. These are 2006 Dodge Durango keys. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, these are keys before they collapsed with the little button. So this is a 3-inch metal spear coming at my face. Bullseye. No, literally bullseye. She got me right in the face. And as soon as I got up, I go, are you crazy? You could have blinded me! Her response, good. 2 eyes? You're too distracted. 1 eye, less to look at, less distractions. You wouldn't have missed the crate in the first time. Guys, it's okay, we can laugh. We can laugh, loosen up. I'm going through therapy for this. My therapist is Jim, Beam, and Jack. That was the one joke she said I couldn't tell on stage, but she's not here, so. Sorry, Mom. But there was always the legendary whooping, if you ever got whooped. There's the one that you always remember, the Hall of Fame, the one that takes the cake. We're getting ready to go into the store, and I get the speech. And if you know the speech, say it with me. Don't look at nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Don't touch nothing. I forgot that last part. We're walking through Walmart in the kitchen section, and for some reason, like a kid with a death wish, I grab a bowl off the shelf. Why? I don't know. But the devil was in the store that day, because the bowl that I grab off then knocks over another bowl, and another bowl, and another bowl. It triggers a chain reaction, and soon enough the whole shelf has gone apart, like an Indiana Jones booby trap. And she grabs the closest wooden spoon in her reach. But in her fit of rage, she missed and got me square in the back. Now, if anyone's ever been hit hard enough, they go silent. But then when I came to, I go, Shelly, you can't keep hitting me like this. I'm 30. And this is embarrassing for both of us. Guys, thank you so much for having me. You guys have been great.